morning, everybody. Happy Monday, May 1st. Is it officially summer yet? Or spring yet? I don't really know. All I know is I'm sneezing a lot. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in to Loud Majority Live on this Monday. I got to talk about the wasted Republican seats that we've accumulated in the state of New York. Why would New York Republicans show a backbone? Why would they when they are too busy taking the knees to the union daddies? Why would I talk about that? Why would I ever talk about that? But, apparently, New York Republicans don't see China as a big problem to the United States. We're going to get to that in 1 minute. Before we do, make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Keep sharing this video out. Tag your friends in the comments below so that they know where to watch the show. Also, if you're watching on Rumble, hit that Rumble button, guys. Keep sharing this URL out. If you're not following the page, if you're new to the page, please do hit that follow button as this channel continues to grow bigger and better every single day. Guys, I want to thank a new sponsor of our show, guys. I'm talking about Quality Life Construction, our friend Dale Boucher. Dale's always in the chat, local guy. Guys, if you guys are looking for kitchen or bathroom remodeling, decks, your front doors, finished basements, guys, give Dale a call over at 631-745-3222. Guys, support Patriots who support this show. That's Dale Boucher over at Quality Life Construction. If you guys are doing any home remodeling, give him a call for free estimates. Like I said, guys, work local and help support the people who support this show. That's Quality Life Construction. Dale Boucher over at 631-745-3232. So we got to dive into this because it's almost hard to believe. It's almost hard to believe what 8 Republicans decided to do. I see some people in the chat are already aware of the uselessness of some of the people we elected. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a little shocked by 2 of them, not shocked by 3 of them. One of those, of course, is Andrew Garbarino, who can always be counted on to do the wrong thing. I guess he wasn't given a message from his father on how to vote, because, that guy doesn't pick out his own breakfast cereal without daddy telling him to do so. So let's dive right into it, because 8 House Republicans decided they were going to join the Democrats to protect China from U.S. tariffs. What? Why would they do that? Why would they do that? There's the 8 Republicans. I will read them off in just 1 minute. I'm going to leave their goofy faces up there so you can all see. The out-of-state Republicans, John Curtis of Utah, Thomas Massie of Kentucky. I'm going to explain why Thomas Massie did it in just 1 second. And Marionette Miller Meeks, Triple M from Iowa. But of course, here on the Loud Majority, we lose no opportunity to shit on our current Republicans that we all work so hard to get elected. Of course, I'm talking about Mark Molinaro, Mike Lawler, the new sugar daddy of Fox News, Andrew Garbarino, Anthony D'Esposito, and of course, the man whose hands are bleeding from pulling Lee Zeldin's coattails, Nick LaLota. Don't worry, I'm sure at least 4 of you will lose in 2024. Because, you don't have Lee to hold on to. Drag you across the finish line and then not campaign for him in Huntington. Don't think I don't know it, Nick. So apparently they didn't think it was all that necessary to stand with American manufacturers against China on solar panels. Now, why would they do that? Well, let's dive into this Breitbart article, and then I'll explain in a minute. A group of 8 House Republicans joined the majority of Democrats to support Joe Biden's suspension of the United States tariff on suspected Chinese-made solar panels. Nonetheless, the bill to reverse the tariff suspension passed the House with the support of 209 Republicans and 12 Democrats. In June 2022, Joe Biden announced a 24-month tariff moratorium on the solar panel imports from Cambodia, Thailand, Vietnam, and Malaysia. Commerce Department officials suspect that the solar panels are actually being made in China, but have been rerouted through 4 Southeast Asian nations to avoid U.S. tariffs on Chinese-made solar panels. The suspicion of tariffs came even as the Biden Commerce Department found that the BYD Hong Kong rerouted its production through Cambodia, Canadian Solar, Trina through Thailand, and Villa Solar through Vietnam for the sole purpose of avoiding tariffs. On Friday, 209 House Republicans and 12 Democrats passed a resolution to reverse the Biden tariff suspension. So basically, Joe Biden wanted to get rid of a tariff on China. We know why Joe Biden wants to do that, because he's in the pocket of Xi Jinping, because his crackhead son can't lift a finger without the Chinese Communist Party saying so. We know why Joe Biden did that. The shocking part is that 8 Republicans, primarily from New York, joined the 194 Democrats to oppose this effort. Once again, just in case you missed it the first time, I'm going to read the names of these Republicans because, they all live in our neighborhood. Here's their picture of them. Great picture of Nick LaLota, by the way. Very exciting. That's I love when they use shitty pictures of people I don't like. So let's read them off again. John Curtis of Utah, Marionette Miller Meeks of Iowa, Thomas Massey of Kentucky, and then, of course, Anthony D'Esposito, Andrew Garbarino, Nick LaLota, Mike Lawler, the Fox News darling, and Mark Molinaro. Thank you, guys. Now, why would they do this? Why would they do this? What would be the point of doing that? I'm going to tell you why. After we finish reading the rest of this this Fox News article, this Breitbart article, because I think it's incredibly important to understand the context surrounding this. Quote, "We applaud Democrats and Republicans in the House for standing up for American manufacturers and workers in the face of illegal and predatory Chinese trade activity," the Coalition for Prosperous America CEO said in a statement. "The facts are clear. Commerce confirmed that China is illegally violating U.S. trade law and the Biden administration's misguided rules to protect them. Congress should never sit idly by and fail to respond to attacks on American industry and workers by any administration, regardless of party. As Breitbart News reported, Biden has vowed to veto the resolution if it passes the Democrat-controlled Senate, claiming the tariff suspension is necessary to fight the climate crisis." Ooh, the climate crisis. All right, so let's just say, Joe Biden, this was necessary to fight the climate crisis that, doesn't exist. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt for the sake of the argument. Why can't we make them here? Why can't we make them here in America? Sure, they would be a little bit more expensive. Absolutely, they would be. But Joe Biden, you continue to talk about good-paying union jobs. Good-paying union jobs. Could that have something to do why 5 Republicans bent the knee? We'll get to that in a minute. From 2001 to 2018, the U.S. free trade with China eliminated 3.7 million American jobs from the economy, 2.8 million of which were lost in American manufacturing. During that same period, at least 50,000 American manufacturing plants closed. Those massive job losses have coincided with a booming U.S.-China trade deficit. In 1985, before China entered the World Trade Organization, the U.S. trade deficit with China totaled $6 billion. In 2019, the U.S. trade deficit totaled $345 billion. But we can't do that here. No. We cannot produce solar panels here. But there's a climate crisis, guys. Don't you know? Remember when Al Gore told you that Miami wouldn't be here in the year 2000? I was there last year, laying on South Beach. It's still there. Hell, we live on an island. The climate crisis, oh no, we should produce more solar panels. No. We've got to get them from China. Why? Because Daddy Biden is in bed with the Chinese Communist Party, which we've known for years. These globalists continue to take over, and they run it all through China. But you ask, You ask Kevin, you say that we've been sold out by Republicans. Why would Republicans vote for this? Why would New York Republicans vote for this bill? Because in New York, when the unions say get on your knees, Republicans say, Daddy, yes. Hit me harder, Daddy. That's what New York Republicans do. And I urge any of the 5 New York Republicans, particularly the 3 that live within driving distance of where I'm currently sitting, to by all means come sit in that chair right there. It's empty. Come sit in that chair and prove me wrong. They won't, because they're cowards, because their party overlords have told them they're not allowed to come on this show. However, they can go on LI News Radio and yell into an empty vacuum. They can do that. You go on LI News Radio, you'd be better off going in your backyard, digging a hole and yelling into it. More people will hear you. But they won't come on this show because they know they're going to be pressed. And why is that? Because some of us Republicans out there expect greatness from the people we elect, not butter soft, middle of the road fence sitting. But we don't get that out of New York Republicans. And, you know, if it was just a New York Republican thing, you got to ask yourself, wait a minute. Okay, maybe there was something in the bill that was good for Long Island. You know, maybe they got like some poison pill they threw in there. You know, they do that from time to time. But wait a minute. Who isn't on that list? Who isn't on the list of New York Republicans who decided to remove the Chinese tariffs? Who isn't on that list? Oh, right. The guy we're supposed to hate. The guy we're supposed to hate because he lied about his resume. Ooh, wait, you mean a politician lied? You don't say. Well, damn, I never thought I'd see one of those days when a politician made shit up about his life. Right, the guy we're supposed to hate. George Santos isn't on that list. Why? He's evil. Don't you know? Nick Lalo and Anthony D'Esposito are working on an act right now to remove George Santos from Congress. Who else isn't on that list? The always MAGA supporting Elise Stefanik, not on that list. Why is that? Why isn't she on that list? If it was so good for New York. Because it turns out Elise Stefanik and George Santos have spines and don't really care what the unions have to say. You see, because if there was a slowdown in Chinese solar panels coming in to America, one union in particular, called the Installers Union, may lose out on some jobs. So basically, to appease a union no one has ever heard of in the state of New York, 5 congressmen decided they were going to vote to remove tariffs on Chinese solar panels to screw over the rest of the manufacturing base of this nation. That's it. If I'm wrong, there's your chair. It's right there. Sit right there. I'll even move the Tack Right mini saw, so there's no chainsaws when you come in here. TackRightLFATV.com. Pick up one of these. 50% off. Free shipping. Grab that. That's what they do. They sell out jobs now for jobs later on. And look, do I think that I don't really care? The climate crisis, meh. You know, there's a bunch of fat-ass people sitting in roadways to bring awareness to the climate crisis. A bunch of freaky liberals who smell like patchouli throwing tomato soup on Van Gogh paintings. I don't care. That's not going to work. You want to get solar panels, get them. Have a good time. I think it's a nice backup for when the power goes out. A buddy of mine has it. It was great. I got to go over, charge my phone. Last time we lost power here on Long Island, it was spectacular. You want to get solar panels? Get them. Now, obviously, the forcing of us to all go solar and wind, despite the fact that it's killing all the whales on Long Island. Notice AOC doesn't mention that. Despite the fact that it is decimating windmills, decimating the East End fisheries. We ignore all that because there's a climate crisis. No, it's just about empowering the Chinese. And, of course, bending over whenever some union boss walks in to smack you on the ass to do whatever they want you to do. It's unreal. Yes, Chase AI or Chase Al. The wildlife is screwed because of these things. But we don't care about that. See, because they know they're going to see. They know that they don't have Daddy Zeldin's coattails to hang on to this election in 24. So they're selling us out to the unions for money, for backing, instead of just doing the right thing on a bill that, mind you, this bill passed. The bill passed. Which tells you the only reason they voted for it is because they believe in it. If they had just taken the political wins where they would take them, they would have voted for it because it was going to pass anyway. But instead, they decided to make a sign. They decided to show a sign to the union that they had their back. Wait a minute, Republicans are backing unions? Since when did we do that? Since when did we do that? Well, it turns out you have to do that when you have nothing to run on. When you have nothing to run on re-election with, because you've been in Congress now for January, February, March, April, May, 5 months, and have achieved TikTok nothing. Have achieved nothing. Not a single thing, although you did stand outside of, I think it was Islip Town Hall, with your hands folded in front of you and say, we're going to start the salt tax deduction committee, which is going to die before it even gets a vote. You remember when they all said they were going to get the salt tax repealed? Well, I'm checking my watch. TikTok. Any day now, boys. Oh, right. They had no intention of ever doing it because they knew they never would. Everyone knew they wouldn't. But hey, if you go against the party picks, you cause division. You cause division amongst the ranks. Fall in line, peasant. Fall in line. Have no voice of your own. Fall in line and do whatever the bosses tell you to do. And what do you get? You get this crap. You get 8 Republicans who were born without a vertebrae. There they are. Just in case you forgot what they look like. Just in case you forgot what they look like. It took Mark Molinaro two tries to win because he didn't have Zeldin's coattails to pull on. Second from the left on the bottom, that guy's run and lost more elections than maybe any person ever. I wonder why he got in blackmail. This is what happens. And as I said, the bill was going to pass anyway. So they only voted against it to virtue signal to the unions that they had their back. If I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong. There's your chair. You're welcome here anytime. You're welcome here anytime. But you won't. You won't. You'll go on Martha McCallum's show and get fed butter soft questions because Fox News is bleeding like a sieve right now. You'll do that. Because it turns out that the majority of you can't stand up to actual scrutiny. It's a shame. Because you had an opportunity to be great. You had an opportunity to show the world that Long Island is MAGA country. Upwards of 60% of Long Island vote Republican. Even after the mass exodus. Even after the mass exodus. Maybe if the three of you had worked a little bit harder, we could have gotten 70, 72, 73%, and I'd be calling Governor Zeldin now. But no, people like Nick LaLota decided to go out and campaign in Huntington with palm cards that did not say Lee Zeldin's name on it. They only said his. And do you know why? Because all they care about is themselves. It is time these people start understanding that they work for us. And I know a lot of people are saying this. You shouldn't be going after Republicans. You know, Reagan's 11th commandment. Thou shalt not go after another Republican. No, these people aren't Republicans. They're not Republicans. They're just selfish. They're just selfish. And believe me, I bring you guys this news and this commentary. You don't think I face backlash because of this? Every single day of my life, I got one of these fat-ass congressmen who has some retarded investigator following me around. I don't care, though. Like I said, if I'm wrong, come in and tell me I'm wrong. You can bring all your people here. They can give you all your talking points. You can spew some nonsense about how, well, it's really most important to have good-paying union jobs that are regularly happening. That way, the union dues can keep flowing in so we can keep getting political donations. Just say it. We all know it's true. I'm not asking you to lie. I'm asking you to be honest. Tell me why. But you won't. However, come July, August, September, October of 24, I bet you my phone will be blowing up. I bet you when primary challengers stack as high as the Empire State Building to go against you freaks, I'll probably be getting calls talking about party unity and how we need to stand together. It's bullshit. But that's the world we live in. That's the world we live in. Just like how, apparently, Texas Congressman Dan Crenshaw voted against border protection. What? Why would he do that? I appreciate that, Linda Rogers. I appreciate that. Alrighty, guys, we're going to jump into the next segment in just 1 minute. A quick word from our newest sponsor of the show. Very excited. You guys know him. You love him.
You're still looking good.
I'm still feeling good. You know, I've got all your MyPillow products. Mattress topper, bed sheets, MyPillows, towels, slippers, blankets, sleepwear, dog bed.
Whoa, Charles. Everyone now can get MyPillow products at huge discounts at MyPillow.com. That's right. Now's the time to go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to take advantage of our 3-in-1 sale. We're bringing you exciting new products, overstock specials, and closeout deals you won't find anywhere else. For example, when you buy one of our brand new MyPillow 2.0s, you get another one absolutely free. And with our overstock sale, you save 50% on our luxurious Giza Dream bed sheets. That's as low as $29.99 for the best sheets ever. And with our biggest closeout special, you get our all-season slippers for only $35. Or our sandals and slides for just $25. Quantities are limited, and once they're gone, they're gone.
Yep. Guys, I'm so proud to team up with the great Mike Lindell, and I appreciate the fact that he believes in this show enough to support us. So, guys, please head over to MyPillow.com. Use promo code LOUD for up to 80% off everything on the website. That's promo code LOUD for up to 80% off everything on the website. There's different discounts for different items. Please do support the great Mike Lindell, who I am proud to say supports this show and the work that we are doing over here. So obviously the big story yesterday, other than the fact that we've been sold out by people we all got elected, is the fact that there's a giant manhunt going on in Texas right now for an illegal immigrant who killed an entire family, including an 8-year-old boy. including an 8-year-old boy. Of course, Texas Democrats are using this as an opportunity to go after the gun, not the fact that there is an illegal immigrant in this country who had been deported 5 times before this, who killed a family of 5. Don't worry, I'm sure right now he is long gone, and no one will ever be held accountable for this. I'm sure right now he's tunneling underneath the river. Francisco Oropesa has re-entered the country illegally multiple times following deportation. A suspect is on the run in Texas after allegedly killing 5 neighbors execution style Friday night when they complained about him firing his rifle on the property. He has been deported from the country at least 5 times, a source from ICE told Fox News. The FBI said Sunday afternoon authorities have no leads in the search for this suspect, 38 years old, a Mexican national who was accused in the quintuple murder in Cleveland, Texas, outside of Houston. Hey, we got no idea where this guy is. He only killed an entire family after being deported from this country 5 times. But it took us all 30 seconds to find some 12-year-old who had intel making the war in Ukraine look kind of bad. It took us about, 10 minutes to find that kid. But this illegal immigrant, we got no idea where he is. It turns out if the FBI wants to find you, they will. And if they don't want to find you, they won't. That's it. The Texas governor's office, state agencies, and the FBI have offered a combined $80,000 for tips for his capture. Quote, "We do not know where he is. That's why we're coming up with this reward." FBI Houston Special Agent in Charge James Smith told reporters on Sunday. I'm going to throw this guy's picture up on the screen just so you guys know in case you're roaming around and you see this piece of crap anywhere. Let's see. Can I get it up? Boom, boom, boom. Let's see here. Texas fugitive. Boom. Giddy up. There it is. This is the man who has killed a family of 5. Oh, yes. I do want to talk about Anheuser-Busch also because that boycott is working better than I could have possibly imagined. But this is the suspect who killed a family of 5 who has no business being in this country in the first place. However, Alejandro Mayorkas, he doesn't seem to mind. He told Chuck Todd on Meet the Press on Sunday, quote, that he couldn't comment on Oropesa's immigration status after Todd said there was a question about having a consultant card meeting where he was here legally, but perhaps overstayed. Mayorkas replied, "I won't comment on that because it's an active case. That the tragedy that occurred is absolutely horrific." Well, Alejandro Mayorkas, you did it to yourself, okay? You did it to yourself. The victims have been identified. Sonia Guzman, 25. Daniel Guzman, 8. Diana Velasquez, 21. Luisa Rivera, 31, and Jose Cesar, 18. So that's nice. 18, 21, 25, 31, and an 8-year-old boy. Unbelievable. I would be shocked if they find this guy. I'm sure he's back in Mexico already. He'll stay there for a while, and then he'll just cross the border again. The fact that a person can be deported from this country 8 times and just walk right back on in just shows you how much of a joke we have become to the world. And a congressman on the border, this is from the Daily Wire, saying that towns nearly 100 miles away from the border are overwhelmed with illegal immigration. As we well know, living here on Long Island, we see it left and right. Rep. Tony Gonzalez said in an interview over the weekend that the illegal immigration crisis on the U.S. southern border is set to get significantly worse as the Biden administration is letting Title 42 expire. Of course, that was the COVID-era policy that basically in a nutshell, said if you were sick, you could not come to America. Gonzalez, whose congressional district is on the U.S.-Mexico border, told Margaret Brennan of Face the Nation on Sunday to discuss what the border looks like once the emergency order expires. Homeland Security is looking at least 10,000 people a day potentially crossing the border. Brennan said, quote, do the agents you represent have what they need to deal with the surge? Obviously, they do not. Obviously, they don't. But luckily, we've got the man on our side, Dan Crenshaw, Mr. World Economic Forum himself, Mr. I've been in Congress for 3 years, and somehow I've amassed $20 million in net worth. Dan Crenshaw says that he will not support the crazy GOP border legislation because it doesn't address the cartels. So basically, the new GOP border plan focuses on the border itself and not the cartels in Mexico because, quite frankly, that should be Mexico's problem, but it's not going to be. It's going to be our problem. Personally, I think we should declare them a domestic terror, a foreign terror organization. You know, instead of declaring mothers at school board meetings that, we should focus on the Sinaloa cartel, you know, who are pillaging and raping and selling children into sex slavery. But Dan Crenshaw's not worried about that. Turned them into billion-dollar industries. While Alejandro Mayorkas does absolutely nothing. Rep. Dan Crenshaw won't be supporting what's been dubbed, quote, the strongest border security package that Congress has ever considered when it comes to a floor vote next month. The Texas Republican says the long-awaited Republican border security bill doesn't fully address one critical problem: the Mexican drug cartels. Crenshaw told the Washington Examiner in an interview on Friday that he's a no on the legislation in its current form. It's not good right now, he said. I cannot take the border bill seriously unless it addresses the cartels. Which, you know what? I'll give him credit. He's right. It should address the cartels. But if this bill is an 8 out of a 10, it's a hell of a lot better than the 3 out of 10 we've got right now. But Dan Crenshaw, always the warmonger. I'm sure he probably wants us to invade Mexico because some of these Republicans are stuck in, 1992 policy. They're stuck in the 90s policy. But that's the world we live in. That is the world that we live in. Guys, once again, before I get to our next story, I want to talk to you guys about sponsor of the show. Guys, Quality Home Construction, Dale Boucher. He's probably in the chat right now. 631-745-3222. 745-3222. Guys, if you guys are looking to do any repairs on your kitchen, your bathroom, your backyards, finish your basement, or do any sort of remodeling, guys, support the people who support this show. Support local small businesses. That would be Dale Boucher, 631-745-3222. That's 631-745-3222. Guys, give Dale a call. He'll come and give you a free estimate. I want to thank him for supporting this show. As always, once again, guys, make sure you're hitting that Rumble button. Keep sharing this video out all over the place. If you're watching on Facebook, hit that like button. Tag your friends so that they know what's going on because, I'm not hearing about this anywhere. It's amazing. I just threw on Newsday.com. Wouldn't you know it? Not a story to be had. Not a story to be had about the fact that we've been sold out by our local congressman. Not a single story, and it's amazing. As I scroll through Newsday, there is not a single story on here that is even worth covering, other than the fact that an Oyster Bay food vendor is suing the town after a deal collapse, leaving a bitter taste. God, these people are pathetic. Let's check out News 12. Let's see if News 12 got anything going on right now. Let's see here. Ooh, a special committee. A special committee to meet today to address the Suffolk County cyber hack. Well, we wouldn't need to address that if we had just listened to the former county clerk. But, we had to boot her out so that, some political game could be played so that we could get a congressman in that nobody likes. It's the world we live in. It is the reality of the world that we live in. It's a sad day. But as I've said many times, I will continue to say it. Guys, if I'm wrong, there's your seat. Come join me. But you won't. You won't. Because you've never had to face hard questions in your entire life. It's a shame. Some of you could have been great. Some of you could have been great. Guys, we're going to wrap the show up right now. I want to thank everybody so much for tuning in on this Monday. I hope you guys had a great weekend. If you're on Long Island, you probably didn't because it just stopped raining. I don't know what the hell that was all about. I felt like I lived in Seattle all weekend. That was pretty wild. Guys, head on over to loudmajorityusa.com. That's loudmajorityusa.com. The new website up, ready to go. You guys can pick up. You guys have been asking for zip-up hoodies. You can pick up your Let's Go Brandon beach towel, your Donald Trump did nothing wrong shirt, your MAGA Ultra shirt. These three have been the most popular so far. So grab those today. Look at this. This is my new favorite one. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Yeah. There it is. News 12 sucks as fake news gets. Guys, pick that up. Also, this Sunday, I'll be at the Lindenhurst Street Fair. If you guys want to come down, my neck of the woods, my hometown, come on down to the Lindenhurst Street Fair. I will see you guys there. If not, I will see you guys back at 1 p.m. on rumble.com/LFATV for the biggest and baddest growing network anywhere in the media right now. I'm super excited about what we've got planned over there at LFA TV. So make sure you guys head on over there. I will throw it in the chat right now to make sure you guys, rumble.com/LFA TV. Giddy up. It's right there. Guys, if you would, please do head on over to Rumble. If you're watching on Facebook, rumble.com/loudmajorityus. Just hit that subscribe button. Help the channel keep growing bigger and better, because who knows how long I'll be allowed to be on Facebook anymore. Apparently things are happening on Twitter right now. Who the hell really knows? Guys, I'll be back here 1 o'clock this afternoon. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And give Dale Boucher a call, 631-745-3222 for all your home repair needs. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you back at 1 o'clock with my interview with the Patriot Barbie, Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham, baby. It's going to be great. She's awesome. It's going to be fantastic. I'll see you guys a little bit later on. Until then, guys, stay loud.